Hey, what's going on everyone? So today is going to be fun because for this unboxing and impressions video, we are going to take a look at this bad boy right here. I've been dying to look at this for a while. This is the second volume of the Star Wars archives from Paul Duncan. If you guys haven't seen yet, I have a full review and unboxing of the original volume here on this channel that you should definitely look at. I'll keep it linked up or at least in one of the cards on this video. But we're going to look at volume 2, which is based on the prequels. This is from 99 to about 2000, 2005. So let's check it out. Let's get some impressions. Let's see what this book has to offer. So yeah, here is the Star Wars Archives, episodes 1 through 3, 1995 to 2005, by Paul Duncan. This is a reprint of the original version of this, which was in a longer format. So the book was like in this like landscape format, but now with the Paul Duncan books, they did reprints of them in smaller formats from Taschen. That way people could actually buy them and actually get them, because a lot of the original version of this book was completely sold out. So let's open up this thing by getting out the plastic first, because this thing is like, it's got plastic on it that you have to like completely peel off and such. But as I'm unboxing this, or unpackaging it I should say, or unwrapping it, let me know your thoughts about the Star Wars Archives in the comment section down below. Do you have the original books? Do you have the original version of this book here? Put in the comments down below and tell me what are your favorite Star Wars movies, especially if you like the prequels. What's your favorite prequel movie? But again, no sequels, no original trilogy, just the prequels, son. It's all about Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. That's what's in here. But as you can see here, has the whole red format with the whole Star Wars Archives like logo. It has a picture of George Lucas, which I don't remember. If I look now, I could actually compare both books, okay? So here's the first volume, right? We have this one that we're going to look at now. Here's the first volume, okay? Which you can see with the black format. It's the original trilogy. It just has Lucas back in 77 with Alec Guinness, which is cool. But this right here, I would expect this one to maybe have that original 1980s poster or picture of George Lucas where he had all the props around him. Not like this, but with all the original trilogy props, which would have been interesting. But either way, let's get back to the prequels here. So let's open up this bad boy. It opens up and starts very similar with the light speed effect compared to the original, or at least the original has the same thing. So let's try to see if we can do it like this. I think we'll put it like this, where you can bend it. So, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, the Star Wars Archives, iconic poster that you guys could see here. The original Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace teaser poster on the bottom, it said Star Wars Episode 1 in the original poster, but this is just a clean print of it, like that. Sam, we just got like awesome concept art, awesome pictures we're gonna have. It's gonna be sick, bro. So I got all this stuff. I'm going to skim through it. I'm not going to read through most of this stuff, just to look at some of the images with you guys that I think is pretty cool. Then first we get into, obviously, the Phantom Menace, which has a lot of, like, CG. This was the first Star Wars movie to really use CG in, like, the biggest way possible. Because they had the special editions with episodes 1 through, 4 through 6. That used like mild CG elements and like added new scenes and such. But this was the one that was like really purely like CG, or at least had a good element of CG into it. So this is like the beginning with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon, or technically it's just Obi-Wan, it looks like there. From what I can tell you, yeah, it even says on the actual description, just to look at this old concept of Obi-Wan Kenobi, young Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is cool. Gonna kind of just skip through it because I want to get to some of the stuff. There goes our boys, the Jedi, for the short negotiations. Again, more original artwork, you know, in prep for episode 1. A lot of iconic stuff in here. Naboo, look at this. Look at this artwork. It's a little hard to see. It's a little small, but awesome. Obviously, in the larger format, this book would be much more beautiful with the big, like, high-res images, but I'm pretty sure this one here, just like looking at it, the images are great. And stuff in it, obviously, with the centerfolds like that, it still kind of cuts off a little bit of the image, but you still get the main idea. You still get a full print of the image, which looks nice. Look at this. Look at this concept art of the battle droids and the tanks. You know, look at this concept of the tank, or at least the model of it. And this concept right here. This actually looks pretty cool compared to the ones that we got. This one, again, just to give you guys a closer look. Look at that. Imagine that. They look like freaking Terminator Judgment Day tanks. You know, heavily inspired by it. Imagine this look right here for our boy Qui-Gon. That would have been sick. But then we start getting into the Gungans. Again, I'm going to start going through those. Ahmed Best doing his thing. I feel so bad for Ahmed Best, man, because he didn't deserve a lot of stuff. He deserves his flowers nowadays. Somebody got to include Jar Jar in a new Star Wars project. Help get him some work. Help get him some vibes. Get him his flowers. You know what I'm saying? Our Queen Amidala, of course. mother of Leia and Luke. And just scrolling through this stuff because I want to get to Attack of the Clones. Let's see which one of this starts. There's so much in here. Look at this. I'm just scrolling all this, and we're still on episode 1. Look at that concept of Padme. Look at, she even got the buns. You know, like her daughter will eventually. Funny enough, I don't remember. Was it Natalie Portman having buns in any of the movies? That would have been interesting. I got to go back and watch them again just to see because she has a lot of looks. Look at this Darth Maul, son. Look at this Darth Maul. That's a sick Darth Maul. I mean, concept art Darth Maul looks sick. You know, Ray Park must have had a ball looking at some of these designs originally. Again, this is all Phantom Menace. We want to get to Attack of the Clones, son. We got to get to Attack of the Clones. Let's see. Hold on. Before we even get to Attack of the Clones, let's just take a moment to appreciate the man that is Ray Park as Darth Maul. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it out there. And of course, Liam Neeson, our boy, as Qui-Gon. It's our mans. Okay, but I'm trying to skip through this because we got to skip through all this. We got Puppet Yoda. We got to skip through all this. We got to get to Attack of the Clones. Got to get to that. Duel of Fates. Let's just take a moment, just appreciate it. All the work that went into that, to the final battle in Naboo with the Gungans. Look at this. I love this. All this great photography, all these great images. Look at that's even the little prop that when Darth Maul fell down. This book, again, I'm looking at some of the words. I'm not reading through it. I'm going to read through this at some point on my own. But looking at all this, like, this is awesome. You love to see things like this. Look, even talking about the wills. You know, try to see if I could get you guys a little bit closer. The wills, which you hear George Lucas talk about, but we really didn't get like an explanation of them until much later on. But let's get to Attack of the Clones. And then, of course, we'll get to Revenge of the Sith in second. But, of course, Attack of the Clones, second Star Wars movie. A lot of people don't like this movie because of the dialogue and a lot of other things, which you gotta understand, though. Like, Star Wars movies never had great dialogue. They were always a little bit cheesy and, like, very, what's the word for it? Like, serialized type of dialogue, which is, like, very meh in comparison to some of the deeper stuff we got later on. There's a lot of things in here, man. I didn't even get into the pod racing stuff from Phantom Menace. This is just all, again now, just briefly going through some of it. Look, we even got these beautiful landscapes of Naboo. Oh my god, it's gorgeous, son. Freaking gorgeous. Look at this. We even got some of the deleted scenes in here. Look at this. We got Padme looking awesome. We got the entire Amidala family, which looks fantastic. Let me try to put this over here and not ruin it. Keep the actual folds looking good. Actually, I think I could fold it like this. Yeah, I could fold it like this. It makes it a little bit better. But yeah, man, all this stuff, freaking fantastic. Look at it. We even got Slave 1 in there on Kamino, or coming down to Kamino. Our boy Obi-Wan talking to the Kaminoans. Look at this. The awkward love scene. Look at Hayden Christensen. Look at the Hayden Christensen macking it right there. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody give Anakin Skywalker some props. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Look at there he goes again. There he goes again. I'm just saying. Anyway, we're gonna skip through all this. Look, we even got some models, I think, for the clone troopers. Yeah, these are the clones. They have like beta or prototype armor for what they would eventually become with both the Republic Army and eventually the Empire. And then we got this beautiful shot of them being loaded up. That is really freaking cool, man. Stuff like this I love. And again, it's in a smaller format, so the larger format is obviously going to look so much nicer as far as the size of a book because you get much more bigger images. Look at this Jango Fett drawing, man. So good. So good, man. So freaking good. But like I was saying, like there's going to be a lot of like differences from the smaller and larger formats. Look at Amidala's beautiful looking hot outfit. And then the clash between Obi-Wan and Jango. Look at this artwork. Look at that. Oh my god. It's so good, son. It's so good. But anyway, we want to skip over this. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this. And hold on. Is that a... Hold on. Did I skip the... Okay. That's yeah. That's freaking what is it? Oh my god, what's her name? Because we have oh my god, Shakti. This is also where's her name? Where's her name? It's constant for a Sith warrior, Dharma Pars. No, she's the what is it? She's the character from Clone Wars specifically. Oh my god, I'm like blanking on her name because I'm like so caught up with the book, and I should know this because I've watched Clone Wars like so many times. What is it? Oh my god, it's gonna bother me later. But that's basically one of Count Dooku's like acolytes or apprentices. That's from the Clone Wars. She made it into the cartoon instead of the actual movie, which it would have been cool to see a live action version of her, but still, like, it would have been sweet. It would have been really, 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 really sweet. But again, I'm blanking out. I'm such an idiot. Oh my god. But anyway, moving on. Rest of Attack of the Clones. We got the Tatooine scenes. We got the Geonosis scenes. All this stuff towards the climax of the film. Again, I'm just scrolling through a little bit faster just to get through this. So look at there goes all these great behind the scenes photos. This is one thing I will say about both this book and the original. So many looks at behind the scenes, you know, the making of Star Wars, all the episodes, a lot of like fun moments, like goofy moments. Look at this. Look, we got Sam Jackson with our man over here, just like, you know, hanging around, just goofing off. Like, you love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, there's a lot of great stuff, a lot of good images, and then concept art, of course. But we're gonna kind of just like scroll through this because we got the death of the death of Jango Fett right here. George Lucas like, hey kid, this is what you do. But the tanks and all the different like stuff for the final battle of Geonosis, the big battle of Geonosis. A lot of good artwork, a lot of good shots. Count Dooku, Christopher Lee, the GOAT, or one of the GOATs. Long live Christopher Lee. Yoda. I remember this scene in the theater, watching Attack of the Clones in the theater specifically. This was the most hyped scene in the movie. Because once you saw Yoda pull out his lightsaber, everybody in the theater started screaming in excitement. I remember that. That's probably one of the most hyped scenes I've ever seen in a movie theater. Straight up. Now look at all this. Like all the scribbles and stuff that freaking George Lucas has just been scribbling on. Making changes to the script. And then obviously the wedding of Padme and Anakin. And then finally we get to Revenge of the Sith, which is the big one. One thing that you should note is that in these books it has the release date, runtime, the cast, synopsis, all the different types of crew and director, obviously George Lucas, different designers for the various different visual effects, all types of stuff. Storyboards. This book has it all when it comes to Star Wars. Hands down, bottom freaking line. If you are a big Star Wars fan and you do not own these books, if you don't own this one already, and this one for the original trilogy, you're doing it wrong, son. You're absolutely doing it wrong. You need to get these books. Because this book, as you could tell, so much, man. So much. Look at all this concept art between Kashyyyk. Look at that. That's supposed to be Obi-Wan, I'm guessing. Let me see. What does it say on the top here? Because they actually have 315. Depicts the contrast between the forces of light and dark, the creature carrying a Jedi. So it's not necessarily Obi-Wan, but it's on Utapau. Okay, it's on Utapau, it's not Kashyyyk. Before, this was Kashyyyk. This is Kashyyyk over here, but this is Utapau. So yeah, very, very freaking cool. I'm gonna scroll down. I want to get to more stuff. Look at these concept arts of like clone troopers in space. Got a spacesuit. Look at that. I've never seen this before. That's pretty cool. Like, this is, I'm guessing, this is Polis Massa. Okay, because I know you could fight in Polis Massa in Battlefront 2 2005, which is cool. Then this is more concept art against, what is it, the Jedi on Kashyyyk, it looks like? Or at least from what I could tell to me, what art is this? For example, Church's concept of the Jedi and the clone troopers about to do battle on a planet based on Crystal. Oh, Megiddo. Okay, so this is Megiddo. This is where, Kiadi Mundi was actually at. There's a lot of stuff. And then we didn't even get to the first shot of the movie, son. We didn't even get to that yet. It's so good. But there's so much in here. I just want to speed along, get to some of this, and I already see it now. Look at this. Look at this concept for Anakin Skywalker. How awesome is this? Imagine if we got this in the movie. Like, granted, I love how Hayden Christensen looks as Anakin in Episode 3, but look at this, man. This is sick. This is 100% sick. And then we get the storyboards. We get the droid, like, concept art. General Grievous, obviously. We get a whole breakdown of Grievous's armor, his face, his structure. Was it Shakti, when her death? Her death isn't canon in the deleted scenes because she's actually included in other stuff. But she did die during Order 66. That is true. Go through all this. Again, more stuff with Anakin, more storyboards. The final battle with Christopher Lee and Count Dooku. Look at that, just chopping off his head. Escaping with the Emperor, with, the Chancellor. All this stuff, man. We didn't even get to, like, Padme. Hold on, is there a picture? All right, okay, there we go. There's all stuff with Padme. Padme wearing white. It's a different type of look for Padme, I'm gonna be honest with you. And then all this stuff. The Chancellor's office. The weird, awkward dialogue scenes. Man, this, I'm telling you. So, you guys get the general idea. You know, this book is great. Look, we got a Wookiee Jedi. We didn't get this until, like, Rebels or Clone Wars, I think it is. Like, officially. But look at this concept art. So even George Lucas had ideas for this like way back when. And then we got our boy Plo Koon. Look at this lightsaber with Plo Koon. He's got like a blade, like a claw lightsaber, kind of like Vega. That's it. Plo Koon is officially the Vega of the Star Wars universe. He plays Vega in Street Fighter 2. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm just going to scroll through all this. The actual scene 99, which is the Darth Plagueis scene. The stuff in the theater or the opera. Again, just like scrolling through all this. Kashyyyk. Man, the final battle on, what is it? Between General Grievous and Obi-Wan Kenobi. So again, just scrolling through it. I want to get to like the bigger stuff. Anakin discovers the Sith Lord. All this stuff, and then the big fight with Emperor Palpatine or Chancellor Palpatine with Mace Windu, killing Mace Windu, and then Anakin in all his glory with his scar. Look at this. This is sick, man. This book is great. This book is great. I cannot wait to read like all this stuff. Commander Cody, Order 66, everybody getting smacked up during Order 66, Yoda just being a boss. Like, there's so many things in here. But I want to get to Mustafar. Let's get to Mustafar before we end off this video, because we have to talk about Mustafar. We have to see this Mustafarian goodness here. Look at this, the Jedi Archives and the attack on the Temple. Look at this, the fight between, was it Emperor Palpatine or Chancellor Palpatine and Yoda. Look at that, that actually looks pretty cool, pretty accurate to what we saw in the final film, which is good. Then the actual final battle between Obi-Wan and Anakin. Oh, hold on, here's like concept art of that scene with Anakin and Padme. Very close to what we got eventually. And then the fight between them. Oh, check this out. Look at this right here. This artwork between Yoda and was it Emperor Palpatine? That's pretty cool. Or Darth Sidious, I technically should say. But then we get the fight here behind the scenes. More behind the scenes goodness. I'm surprised there's no like specific artwork that shows it. I probably passed it, but leading all the way up to the ending. Where, and by the way, over here, Anakin getting cooked up. Getting barbecued. And I think, yeah, this is a concept art of when Luke and Leia are born, it looks like. I think that's what it says. Yeah, from Polis Massa. Yeah, so that's when the twins are born. And then, obviously, the final shots of the movie with Darth Vader right here, becoming Darth Vader, getting, like, the mask and everything. Very, very accurate to what we saw in the film. Then the behind-the-scenes stuff. And then, of course, obviously, the final shots with the Death Star being built. You know, all the stuff, everybody going to, like, Alderaan and Tatooine. So this is the fight. There we go. Yeah, I was about to say, like, the final shots of it. And it's a little bit ruined by the centerfold because we can't see Aunt Beru too well. She's, like, inside the shot there. I would have loved maybe to, like, you know, have, like, a fold-out like this. You know, like a complete fold-out just going all over the place. But still, this book is fantastic. Just by the visuals alone. This book is awesome. Again, the imprints, we got a little thing there. This book is sick, so cannot wait to read this. If you do not own the Star Wars Archives Volume 2, Episodes 1 through 3 of the prequels like that, do yourself a favor if you're a Star Wars fan. Get this damn book. Add it to your collection. Read through it. Enjoy it and all that stuff. So those are my thoughts about the Star Wars Archives. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos quite like this one and a whole bunch of other reviews as well, including Star Wars games reviews, which there's new ones coming down the line soon. But let me know your thoughts about this, and I will talk to all of you guys again very soon. Peace out, and stay epic, everybody.
This channel is sponsored by Flynn's Arcade and More, located in Margate, Florida. Flynn's is one of the premier spots for gaming fans in South Florida. They have a variety of arcade games on cabinet for you to play throughout the week, including all of your beloved classics. You could also play a ton of new and current console games too, on PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo consoles. Grab a snack or drink and enjoy the best gaming experience you'll find. Visit during one of their many big events to connect with the gaming community in South Florida. Want to test your skills in competitive fighting games? Join any of the weekly tournaments that happen at Flynn's for a chance for some cool prizes. And if you're into tabletop gaming or model kit building, there's a bunch of events there for you too. Swing by Flynn's Arcade and More, located in Margate Boulevard in Margate, Florida. You won't find a better spot than Flynn's. Thanks a bunch for watching the video. I really appreciate it a ton. I'll have more videos for you to enjoy here on the side that I know you'll love. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon too. Don't forget to visit my Patreon linked below for early access to new videos every week, and join the Discord server too. It's linked in the description box below. You'll definitely love being a part of it. Thanks again, peace out, and stay epic, everybody.